Okay, so I'm gonna talk about something that I feel like I wanted to really talk about because um, it's just something that I really want to talk about. Because I hate hypocrisy. I hate big hypocrisy for sure. Um, I hate when some of these big corporations fake the funk when they falsely claim they're about inclusion. When some of us who do our research know full well they're not about diversity when it comes to hiring in the higher positions of their businesses. And I get it. I really do. A lot of times, people in high positions of power hire those who they feel most comfortable around. And usually, those are the same people who share the same social, economic, and racial makeup. Look, some of y'all might be triggered by that, but it is what it is. I didn't make the game up. I'm merely navigating through it just like you. But that isn't where my complaint lies, because that's nature. My complaint lies with some of these big corporations preaching to us about diversity, but none of their most powerful positions, none of their most influential positions are held by people of different racial backgrounds. So miss me with that hypocritical mess, you know? Some of these big corporations love to preach what they don't stand on, and then they lecture to the masses, you know? I hate that. I hate that. I hate the lecturing. And keep in mind, I said some corporations, not all. This is not an indictment on all corporations, just those who try to scream inclusion but don't have any people of color occupying their most influential positions. Those are some of the major hypocrites we need to be wary of in today's social landscape. Essentially, what they're doing is banking off the social ills of today without adding anything of value to rectify the so-called problem. They'll preach diversity to the commoner with no fear of reproach while not living up to the same standards they lecture everyone else about. And I don't buy the BS when they say there's no people of color qualified, because it's an insult. And in a way, it's funny because those same false flagging corporations will have a black person in all their commercials trying to sell to the masses all their products, but somehow these same people of color aren't qualified to be in the offices and have bigger positions of power. You know, we have to hold these people accountable, man, because really what they're doing is just banking off of they're banking off people's struggle without really helping. This is why I say this is the Trojan horse theory, and it's sad, and I just want you guys to know that because what they're doing is saying, hey, we know that it's a big issue. We know that it's popular to talk about black people having lack of opportunity. So we're going to cash in on this and just say that we're a part of it too. We're a part of the solution. But really they're not a part of the solution. They just want to cash in on the social ills of today without actually helping rectify the situation, man. And it's crazy. We need to really I'm not gonna say who these corporations are. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. I'll let you do your research. But it's ridiculous, man, and it's hypocritical. And these people don't. We need to basically not support these corporations, man. We need to not support these corporations unless they really stand behind what they're talking about. You know. And yeah, it goes back to what the title of this video, which is the Trojan horse theory. A lot of I've looked up some of these big corporations, and they have all white staffs that are in that are in the higher positions, and then they want to come down and get off their mountaintop and shout to us what needs to happen, and we need to have more inclusion and this and that and all this bull crap, all this hypocritical nonsense, all these things that they're not preaching themselves, but they're preaching to you. Okay, so we need to do our research because, like I said, I'm not going to tell you who these people are. You just do your research. I pointed you in the right direction. Do your research, and after you do your research, don't give them your money no more. You know, don't give them your money anymore until they actually stand behind what they're talking about. And I'll leave with this. There's not too many things worse than someone preaching to you what they don't practice themselves.